Hi everyone, today I am going to tell you two short stories from Akbar and Birbal. The name of the first story is A Magic Lamp. And let me begin the first one first. One day, a thief entered Birbal's house. Birbal woke up due to the noise, and out of fear, this thief, he hid himself in a dark corner behind a lamp. Birbal entered into that room, but he kept a little distance from the lamp. And he said, "Oh lamp, why you are so quiet today? You are not telling anything." Then the thief said, the thief thought, maybe this lamp is a magic lamp, and every day he is talking to Birbal. So immediately he said, "Yes sir, I can hear you." Then Birbal said, "How can you go to sleep without listening a story?" Then the thief said, "Yes sir, tell me a story." Now Birbal started. There lived an old lady in a village, and she was all alone at her home. So at that time, a thief entered her house. When the old lady, looked at the thief, she screamed aloud, "Thief in my house! Thief in my house! Help me! Help me!" But hearing this thief in my house, Birbal said loudly, but the other words in that sentence he spoke in a low voice. So Birbal's servant, his servants heard Birbal's voice, that thief in my house. So they ran and immediately they caught the thief. And Birbal said, "Now you see, can you see the magic of this lamp? Can you guess that this lamp is talking?" The thief kept quiet, and he was already caught. So this way, Birbal caught the thief. This one is the first story. The name of the second story is A Shepherd and His Neighbour. One day a shepherd and his neighbor came to King Akbar's court to resolve their fight. Now the shepherd said, "Your Majesty, my neighbor's wall fell on my sheep and my sheep is dead. Now when I asked my neighbor to pay my loss, he didn't agree. Tell me, Your Majesty, what I can do?" Then King Akbar asked the neighbor, "Why you are not paying?" The neighbor said, "Your Majesty, it is not my fault. It is the mason's fault." Then King Akbar called the masons. The mason came. When he was asked by the king, he said, "Your Majesty, it is not my fault. The laborer had mixed bad quality in the lime." Then when again King Akbar called the laborer. Then the laborer said, "Your Majesty, it is not our fault. The waterman added more water in the lime. What we can do?" And again the waterman was called. Now, when waterman came, he said, "Your Majesty, what I can do? The pot was a big one where I was carrying the water, and I poured it. It's not my fault." Then Birbal was there. So immediately he asked the waterman, "Who gave you this pot?" Then the waterman said, "I bought it from this shepherd." Then immediately Birbal looked at the shepherd and said, "So why you are upset? Because of your fault only your sheep died. So it is no one's fault." Now the shepherd understood that he gave a big pot to the waterman. So waterman carried lots of water, because of which this thing happened. So he kept quiet and understood his own mistake and went away. However, how clever was Birbal? Very nicely he could solve the problems. Because of his witty answers and intelligence, he was always loved by King Akbar and by his subjects too. So easily he solved both the problems. Thank you so much. Once again I will meet you with some another stories. Thank you.